Okay, riders, let's set them up. On the gate. Riders ready? Watch the lights.
And welcome to the Super Bowl of BMX racing. I'm talking about the final stop of the ABA BMXtreme race series, the GT Bicycles Grand Nationals from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. I'm Todd Harrison. I'm joined by my buddy, as always, my BMX bro, Mike Redmond.
Hey, that's right, Todd. It's getting down to crunch time right now. One of these pros is going to be driving home in a brand new Jeep.
All right, Mike, and which of our pros has the best chance to drive home the four wheels instead of the two?
Well, Todd, we've tallied up the points. It's come right down to this race, and we talked to the contenders.
Well, we got the semi coming up. I need to get in to the main number one and just try to stay consistent in there. Try to finish top three, and if I can move from maybe number 7 into the top 5, and I'd be happy with that, on the year, and do it all over again next year.
Well, I got to get out of the semis first, and out of that, it's just going to be a hard race with all these pros here. Hard weekend. I'm just going to do my best, and that's all I can hope for.
Well, I just got to stay positive through the semi, and hopefully I can get a good gate, and I'll make top 4, and I'll make it into the mains. That's what I'm looking forward to do.
I don't know. I can't. I want to take the 3rd place maybe, but I can win the title now. I'm a little bit too far from the front, and I don't know what's happened. We need to race the semi now, and I don't know.
Top 4 in the semi, and then I'll check the main sheet, see who's in there, and it's going to take a top 3 finish. I just want to be top 3 all day and see what it looks like at the end. Hopefully I'm driving home.
Oh man, just to stay relaxed and focused, get out of the gate good. That's the most important part, and just relax and let it flow. And just that's the one thing I've been doing this year, just relax. And I've had a couple of altercations, but it's just real competitive out there, and it's everybody, so much competition. We got 41 guys here. They're all equally talented, and we're just going for it.
Hey, I'm coming in with the lead. It's all tied with the top 3, but I'm looking to be racing my race and come out of here with the vehicle.
And if you've been watching my favorite segment all year, like I know you have been, you've been seeing Flirting with Dirt. These guys go off. And today we're going to crown the king of dirt.
Also, Todd, we've got my favorite segment, the best of the Thrill of Spill.
All right, we are set to go. We got a full hour of BMX racing action, some of the best you might have seen your whole life, right here, Oklahoma City. Let's head down to the hill and find out who survived.
Upsets in the making this weekend for sure. Some of the favorites not to see the main event.
Some big-time upsets, more surprising than Dom DeLuise turning down a jelly donut. Guys like Gary Ellis and John Purse not making it to the final round.
Let's take a look back at that, Todd.
John Purse on the gate, looking good. He's in the hunt for the title, but on that first gate, as they come out of semifinal number 1, he has problems going into the big turn.
Definitely. John Purse had a little bit of trouble. It all started right here. Making contact with Jamie Stapp out of England, the Haro rider. Brain fade right there, goes down hard. No main event for this Texan.
Oh, Nelly, it's going to be painful for John Purse, but let's go back and look at this again, Mike.
Hey, John Purse had a little bit of trouble, but nothing other than brain fade. This guy is a much better rider than what he showed right here. Had some problems, just goes down by himself. No main event for this Texan.
So JP has to sit out and watch, and Mike talk to him.
John Purse, devastating crash out there. Tell us a little about what happened.
Well, it was pretty tight going in the first turn, and I was right in the mix, and I just think I just slid out or high-sided on somebody's wheel and just took a tumble.
Hey, you've had a pretty successful year. I'm sure you'll be back next year.
I'll be back next year. This leaves me hungry for next year. I've had a great year. I have nothing to complain about, and it just wasn't in the cards.
Semi-final number 2 was a star-studded event. Again, we got a lot of top riders in there, but only 4 will move on, Mike, and people are thinking the Lumberjack would be one of those.
Definitely. Gary Ellis got to be the favorite. favorite to win this race. Coming out of the gate right there, Ellis got a great start. Levesque on the inside. Ellis having all kinds of trouble.
Gary Ellis gets on the treadmill, does something wrong, grease on the tires, who knows? He goes rocketing off, and his day is done.
We take a look back. Gary Ellis comes over that first roller, has all kinds of trouble, gets the weight over the front end. Endo City into the wall. Gary Ellis out of the main event.
So the number one rider does not make it to the main event as Christophe Levesque takes him across the line. Huge day for him, and that really set the stage for the man they thought would take it all, Brian Foster. He moves on to the main. Mike talked with Gary.
Gary Ellis, terrible luck in the semis. Tell us a little bit about what happened.
Well, just, you know, the semi, it's a make it or break it, you know, you got to let it all hang out. I just went for it, going for it, and it got a little close on the jumps on the first straight. Bobbled a little bit. It sent me to the right and just hit the tabletop doing the one-footer, and it was just my momentum was carrying me towards the outside of the berm, and went down, you know. It hurts, but, you know, things happen.
Hey, while these folks continue to get free stuff, coming up next we'll have AA Pro Main action. Stay with us. GT's top secret training grounds with GT's world champion, Gary Ellis. Gary, tell us a little bit about your GT.
Riders ready? What's the light?
Gary! Gary! Come back, please, Gary! Tell us, Gary, how do the AA Pro tires work in the tight turns? Oh, Gary, is the GT really as light as it looks? Just 1 second, please! Gary, what's your overall opinion of the GT? GT! Everything else gets left in the dust.